Okay, we are live. It is Tuesday. It is needle felting day. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing all right. I finished the log. We might be a little too zoomed in to work on this guy. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, that's a little better. All right. So I finished the outer bit of our log here. Today we're gonna work on getting our bark lines put in, and that is gonna go in on this side. This is the exterior. So this guy's a little awkward, but it's all right. So I spent 2 days working as quickly as I could. I almost ran out of this color. So I'm gonna have to start a bag and put a reminder of stuff that I'm running out of, or maybe just a note card or something somewhere of the colors I need to reorder. I tried to find a similar shade to this in Loops and Threads on the website, and I did not see it. They didn't have many brown shades in the Loops and Threads basic. And there was a sale going on Lovecrafts, and just about every shade was sold out. I think there was maybe, I don't know, 10 colors that they hadn't sold out of when I had checked. I was like, oh boy, wow, that's a lot of out of stock. And the sale didn't seem that phenomenal to me for that much to be missing, so I wonder how much was out of stock before the sale. Hi, Cow. Cow's here. Cow is on the back of my chair and he knows he's not supposed to be. So this is chocolate brown. This is from Big Twist. Now, Michaels did end up taking over Big Twist. I'm not sure if they are carrying the entirety of the color family on Big Twist Value, but I have seen it on the website. And I was trying to find a similar color to this in Big Twist, but I really wasn't seeing anything. I probably the closest color that there is to that in Big Twist would probably be the camel. And I have camel. So camel, not camo. Sorry. Just realized the way I said that was probably... Ow! Hi! Mr. Bean, what can I do for you? That was my leg. Kitty nails don't belong on my leg, and please get off the top of my computer while I'm in the middle of a live stream. Please, please. Mr.
Ow.
Bean. Mr. Bean.
Mr. Beans.
Mr. Beans, get off the top of my PC, please. Mr. Bean, that is not where you belong. Mr. Bean.
Mr. Beans.
Oh, look, it's the laser pointer, Mr. Beans. Oh, Mr. Beans. Where my PC tower is, under my desk, is a little difficult to get to from where I'm sitting. And, I did not want him fussing about on top of there. and there isn't room to put it where it's going to reach everything comfortably. Not under there, because my tower is wider than the monitor shelf that is part of this desk setup. And it would just be way too clunky to try to put it on this side table. Plus, I don't think it would really fit on the side table. And I have other things, other supplies, and all that sitting over there. I have not stabbed back through this side yet. So I'm just kind of doing a quick stab through on this side. As we are going along here. Now I have... Sir! Mr. Benz! Monsieur Stinky Beans, get off of my PC. Monsieur Beans? Oh, Monsieur Beans. You're going to get in so much trouble. This is just a little bit of water. Get off of there. Don't swish your tail at me. Monsieur Beans. Oh. Don't play with any of them wires. Wires are not a toy. Monsieur Stinky Pants. Excuse me. Beep beep. No, that is not a toy. Mr. Beans, I can see my wires shaking. Get down. Get.
Mr. Beans! Get.
At this point, I'd rather you go play in the Christmas tree.
No.
That is not a happy thing to do. Monsieur? Monsieur Troubles? When I said go sow chaos, I didn't mean on my desk. I guess I have to be more specific with you. He's very much still a kitten, so... Now, where was I? Right, I'm over here. Sorry, my keyboard tray is squeaking because my knees are leaning up into it. I left some room here. On purpose. No, no, no. Get. No, that is not acceptable. Go. 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 Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop.
Get down. Right now. Go. Go.
Uh-oh, Daddy had to use the angry voice.
Go.
Because we can't spray him because he's next to my PC tower. Mr. Beans, I can't replace this PC. Stop fucking about on it. You have how many toys? He's upset because Cal's on the back of my chair. And you're not allowed to be up there, so go. Thank you. Go play with Mr. Bean. Keep him entertained. That is why he's on top of my PC, because he can't figure out how to get to you. Anyhow, I left the gap there on purpose. That is because this is going to wrap around. And I don't know if I have to trim anything yet. It's going to wrap around underneath. And I'm going to sew part of it, so if it's not in a spot that's really going to be super visible, then it doesn't really need the, Oh, you are just cruising for all kinds of trouble today?
Mr. Bean.
Hi. Come here. So bad. So there's really no point in adding extra stuff to a section that's not really going to be shown. This is going to fold around these pieces. Those are the ends of our log. The banana slug itself is done. We are just working away on the place that he is going to be resting on. Alright, so I think if I have time over the weekend, I'm going to try to get at least that first coat done, if not the second coat, on the flamingo. Mr. Cat, hey. Why are you being such a pain in the ass about this today? I have nothing to give you. You know what? You can have... Well, no, I really don't want you carrying that around, because if my mom sees it, she's gonna be like, what is this? I don't really have anything for you to play with under here. Hey! Hey! Wires are not a toy. Get down. Come on. Where's all of your toys? Like... Here, you want a cup? Ooh. Cupid! Really, any other time you're trying to rip those off my desk to play with them. And now today, you're like, nope. I've got a Bluetooth extender for my headphones. I've got the camera wires, everything back there. I think he just tried to get Cal.
Mr. Beans. He's up.
No, there's that doesn't exist in his vocabulary.
He's out looking up at you, Sarah. Now he's back to looking at Cal.
Hey! 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 Look here, you. Look here.
Oh, you were such trouble today. He's gonna claw you. Cow.
You are being such a little shit. Why don't you go look for birds? I have nothing to give you to play with. All of your springs are missing. I don't know if Daddy has any under his desk. No, 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 no. Oh, Daddy's got Bill. Daddy's got Bilbo. Daddy's got Bilbo. Oh my goodness. He is being such trouble. Yesterday he was troubled too. All the cats were in like Snoozeville because of the weather and the temperature. And they're just all settling in for a cozy, cozy nap. And Mr. Bean's like, someone play with me. So now he's gonna wrestle with Cal. Get off my chair! Look, 20 pounds of trouble hanging off the back of my chair. Get down. We have cats. Don't be fooled by all of the videos on YouTube of these cute cuddly kittens being so angelic. No. Go. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go.
Mr.Beans! Enough!
I'm trying to prevent him.
Go. Go.
Go. Angry dad voice is not working today.
Daddy, go.
Angry dad voice is not working.
Go on. Go on.
He's a chaos demon void. He doesn't want to play with that. That's not giving him the attention he wants. He wants the bad kind of attention today.
Yes, he does.
Where he's getting yelled at. That is what he wants today. He wants to get into trouble. I guess there's no action at the bird feeders to occupy him. Cow, cow, get down. Thank you. You're heavy and you're making my chair rock back and forth. And you're hurting my neck. It is absolute chaos in here today. What did I tell you guys yesterday? It's always something, right? Whether it's pets causing chaos, parents causing chaos. There's always some kind of chaos happening. That's just how it is. This is a real life stream. We're not sequestered in an office or a studio somewhere away from everything where we can concentrate on what we're doing uninterrupted. If I was able to shut a door to shut the troublemakers out, I would. But we don't have that ability right now. Really? Oh my god. Okay, well if the stream suddenly dies, it's because Mr. Bean stepped on something he wasn't supposed to. Because he just keeps coming right back. And he is determined to cause all sorts of trouble under my desk. Hey, what are you doing? Hey. Hey. Come here. Come here. Oh, Mr. Bean, what am I gonna do with you? Nope. He will not be dissuaded from being up there. His tail is swishing, and it's thumping into my knee. He's not even playing with the Christmas tree today. Sir? If you just... Hey! Hey! No! No! Absolutely not! Oh, this cat is not gonna let me get anything done today. I could see the, is this shorter?
The cap's not off, but I was charging it.
Oh, that's where the charger is. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's just going to be an interrupted stream today. There's nothing I can do. There is nothing I can do about it. Mr. Bean and Chaos reign supreme today. Everybody else is being relatively good. No. No. No, that is not a playground, sir. Look here. No. Then stop getting under there. It's that simple. You have locked onto this today. So now I have to do the laser pointer and do this at the same time.
Yeah, that's a quick way to hurt yourself. Give me the pointer, I'll see if I can run him down.
Because it's the only thing that's distracting him from jumping on my PC tower. And I saw a camera wire moving. And I saw a little foot sticking up from the other side of my desk. So he just wants to be chaos and trouble. Apparently he's bored of looking at the guinea pigs, although they're covered on the top for the most part, so he can't really get a good look at them. It would seem. That is the sound of Mr. Bean's feet scrabbling on the floor. So the main goal here is to ban this person from the stream for starters. Okay. So the main goal is here to get our bark lines in. Right? And then we're gonna try to sew this guy together. I don't know if we're gonna get to sewing today. I hope we do. But with Bean being Bean, who really knows? Oh my goodness, he is full of it today. He was on his charging pad quite a while yesterday. And yet, by time stream's done, dinner's done, like 6 o'clock tonight, he'll be zonked out. Like he was yesterday.
Wow. Ed's getting some speed today.
He was the other night. He found the orange brain cell the other night and was keeping up with the laser pointer. Though I have noticed with the laser pointer, I don't know if Bean is just catching his breath or if he's actually letting the others have a turn. That I don't know, but there will be moments where he doesn't go after it when it's right in front of him, like he's waiting for one of the other guys to go.
Either they have some kind of social system and tell themselves, hey, it's your turn while I catch my breath, or it might just be coincidental, but I just noticed that both of them did it for Cal moment just now.
Yeah. They like give the other an opportunity for a second. So I'm gonna pop that up. And we are gonna come on in with some more. I'm trying not to make this too stripy. I mean, that one was kind of stripy, but I'm gonna try to vary it a little bit here as we go along. Just to try to give it a little bit more of a random feel here. As we are getting our little dark crevices popped into here. As best as we can. Even Zuzu was playing with the laser pointer a little bit the other day. At first I thought he was just getting mad at Bean running back and forth in front of him. But then I saw him get up and he was trying to bite the red dot. So I did not go through this side yet. After getting the other side all pieced together. So that is also what I am working on doing here. I'm not like being super fussy about it, but I am trying to at least come back through this side in most places where I can here. Just to stiffen it up just a little bit. So I grabbed a little piece here. I'm gonna put a little bit of water in my hand, like a drop that I'm gonna use to smooth out this piece here. Like, it doesn't have to be like super thin or super thick. It can be thin and thick in some different spots here. Just trying to add another bit of color to our log that fell over. Some darker bark crevices is the main goal of this. Oh, right. So I started to say before I got distracted, I might try to get the rest of that first coat of the background color done on the flamingo this weekend if I have time. If I have time, I don't know that I will. Streaming reminder for tomorrow. We'll be doing Planet Zoo tomorrow evening instead of tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning we have some errands to run, and I don't know what time it'll be when we get back, but it's gonna be a bit of a busy, hectic day tomorrow. So we're just gonna do it tomorrow evening after we are done doing all of our busy stuff. Just a minute, you guys. So, just again, I'm just trying to come back through this side and it'll just help tighten up all of the fiber that we stabbed through on this side. So you can kind of tell where we've gone through and where we haven't yet. Like this side is super fuzzy and this side is starting to get a little bit less fuzzy in the areas that we've come back through. I mean, it's still going to be fuzzy to a degree because we are working with fiber. So it's not like it won't be fuzzy, but I'm also not stabbing it to be as smooth as the banana slug, so. Get another chunk of fluff here, and I'm going to try to do this to most of it. Okay. So I'm just kind of stabbing all around here. Because it needs doing. I'm just, you know, I'm not being quite as fussy about stabbing every millimeter. I don't think I need to go quite that far. On this side, at least. The other side was a little different because we were attaching all of the pieces to itself. So we needed to be a little extra with that. And I am just trying to make sure we're looking pretty good. I had a couple of thin spots throughout, but I'm hoping that those won't be too much of an issue. I have a thin spot right there. And it's usually just a drop of water that I'm putting on my finger. So if I have any spots that I'm deeply concerned with from this side, I'm just going to add some extra bark spots. Just to kind of see how we're doing in there. Alright, I think we are pretty good there. Like, I'm not going to be able to get every single spot. I mean, I could, but it would take me forever, right? And we are on a bit of a time concern here with getting done. I do want to get back into our landscapes when we are done this one. So I'm not sure when that will be. Oh, you are just being all sorts of trouble today. Hi. Why do you keep insisting on getting on top of my computer? Huh? Why? Hmm? Why, Mr.Beans? We can't do that. That's not safe for anybody. You could hurt yourself up there. Or break some of Mommy's equipment. Yeah. Come on now. Go. Here. Don't you meow me. You're the one that's getting into trouble. Don't give me the swishy tail. He got mad because he wanted to... And he's back up there again. That is not a toy. Why do I see your head poking up back there? You are standing right where all of the things connect into the back of my computer. And you're making me very upset. Where's your laser pointer, huh? Get down. Get down. Mr. Bean. Come on. Thank you. That's my toes. You are in so much trouble today. No. That's my finger. You can't take my finger protector there, buddy. Oh, is that so fun to chew on? Are you teething that hard? Because you're really biting that. Oh, you are such trouble. You are such trouble. Hi. He's what, 6 months old? 7? No, my lights are not a toy. Go on. Go on. Go on. Thank you. If you're not gonna listen, and you're far enough away from my PC, you're gonna get a spritz. And he is being the biggest brat today. No, no, no. Hi. I said no. I don't know why you were obsessed with that right now. No. No. You can swish your tail all you want. Ow. Well, stop causing trouble. Don't you flip your tail at me. Where is Littles? Where is Cow? Where's all of your friends? Why aren't they playing with you right now? Did you make them all mad? I swear. It's almost worse than having a toddler because you can't reason with them. Hi guys. Why is my chair the battleground today? Why is my desk the battleground today? Why?
Mr. Beans.
There's no reasoning with him. Cow, get down. Cow, get down.
Cow's being good, just like me.
He's wobbling back and forth on my chair and it's hurting my neck. Because I can feel him unbalancing me. He needs to be down. Mr. Bean's gonna be on the naughty list for Christmas. Santa's gonna have to take back his toys. Although toys don't seem to be doing it for him right now, so I don't know what to do. We got him one thing already. I was so desperate yesterday, I almost ripped the package open and gave him one. Anything to entertain his ass for 5 minutes. No. 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 Absolutely not. Go. Thank you. Gee, why am I so tired? Fighting with the cat all stream. Oh my goodness gracious. No. You son of a bitch. Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean. See, this is a game now because he knows he's getting attention for it. Mr. Bean, where in the hell did all of your toys go? I don't even have a piece of paper I can crumple up for you. Thank you for getting down. Thank you. That was a good boy. I guess that wasn't fun for him anymore. Although I'm not entirely convinced he wasn't using that position to ambush Cal. Like, if he was just sitting there, I'd get down. I'd be more okay with it. But he's not. He's looking purposely for things to cause havoc with. And I am not in a financial position to replace equipment at this very moment. Why is my microphone wire moving? Get down! Hey! Hey! Get down! Look, my embroidery hoop's on the floor. My paintbrushes are on the floor. Come on. Go. Go. Keep going. Thank you. That is not a place for you to hang out. That is not the Bean Club. Brat. Now I have to worry about you. And I should be working on our thing here. Don't have to worry about a chat causing chaos. We have to worry about Bean causing chaos. And so I gave him Snuggles for a minute, and that's not what he wanted. He got mad at me. He's like, no. At this point, I'm almost want to make a little pocket and put some cat food in it in a toilet paper roll and just throw it on the floor and let him figure it out. I don't even have a box for him to play in right now. I think the only empty boxes we have at the moment is a cereal box. No, no, no. Let go. No. Go. Go. Keep going. Fucker. Oh my god. Dude, give it up. It was no 5 minutes ago. It's still no now. I have game controller wires. I've got light wires. I've got 2 different camera wires. We've got speaker wires. Got microphone wires. What else? I've got a portable hard drive hooked in up there that he cannot break the wire on. I am not losing months of editing work. Because he wanted to be a brat. Alright, I've got a thin spot right there. I'm gonna try to make a divot with my nail so I can find it here. I only use the water just to try to help shape it. You don't want to saturate the fluff. We're not doing wet felting. That's a whole nother beast altogether. And I'm also using acrylic yarn, not roving, and I'm not certain because I haven't even looked into wet felting. But that is, I think you probably have to do that with the wool roving just so it sticks a bit better, I would imagine. Again, I could be wrong. I would imagine that would be the case. But with this, we can use alternate fibers. So if you are sensitive to wool, like you don't have to use wool for this. It might be a little bit fussier than wool. It might take a little bit extra time working with it to get it to do what you're looking to do. But you can do it with the acrylic yarn. I've proven multiple times that you can. We've even needle felted polyfill. So that is what the core of the banana slug is polyfill. Now you still want to be a little bit careful when you are pulling up off of the mat, even though we are somewhat, you know, together here. It is possible to damage your mat if you pull up on something that got a little too attached if you don't do it gently enough. So it's just something to be mindful of. And I'm just stabbing back through this side here. Like, I'm not trying to be super picky about it. You know, I want to give it a good tappy tap. So yeah, I am using acrylic yarn for this. I have a little bit of roving left. I had gotten a sample, not really a sample, but like a bag of like 50 or 100 colors or whatever. And the roving came in little tiny like floss bags, like embroidery floss size bags. So you don't get very much when you are doing it that way. But if that's how you want to go about it, then that's fine. Yeah, I have my leg up there now, bastard. He's such an asshole today. Cats are assholes, you guys. They have their cuddly moments, but when they're wound up, he's being a right asshole today. I guess all of the other cats are hiding from him. I'm surprised because sometimes he plays with Littles, who doesn't like anybody. But she tolerates him fairly well compared to the other boys in the house. I'm surprised he's not fussing with her. Don't even. Even in frame. We're kind of in frame. He's chasing something, and I have no idea what it is now. Hi. Don't eat my fluff. Can I help you? What's that? Hi. No. These are not toys. No. No. Keep. Go be mad somewhere else. Look, here. I can give you one more cuphead to play with. Get it. There you go. Go chase that for a little while. No, no, no. Keep going. No. Good boy. Good job, Bean. So bad. Hi. No. Go on. Look, you. Why do I see your head behind my speakers? Get down. No. Get out of the wires from under my desk right now. No, my foot is not a toy. Come on. Come on. No, that is not the direction you are going to go in. Get in my mouse wires. Ugh. She's so bad. So this desk is flipped, right? We had to flip the desk because whenever I got up, I pushed against it and it kept slowly getting closer and closer to blocking the door, and the door kept hitting it. So we flipped it around. So now my tower is against the wall. And it's a bit more of a pain in the ass to get to it. So the husband can't just lean over and pull him off of it easily. But at least now I don't have to worry about the animals ripping my mouse and my keyboard off of the tray it's on as much with it in this position. They still definitely try to. That's for sure. But it hasn't happened as much. Oh my goodness. Such a chaotic day. Like, how much can I get done before he comes back? Kiba is hiding in the dining room under a chair that we set up. Put an extra feeding station on because Littles was getting defensive and fighting everybody that came into the kitchen that wanted to eat, even though it wasn't her food bowl. There goes Cow. Cow just walked through. No, go find Cow. He just walked through the dining room. Thank you. So we're just working this back through this side and adding some bark crevices. As best as we can. And I started to break up the lines because it was looking a little too stripy. And that's not what I wanted. If you wanted a little more stripy, then by all means, do yours how you want to do it. And I didn't bother doing this step without you guys, so you can see how I did it. That and my neck really needed a break. So I really want to do like all of the Bob Rossi magnets, or at least use them for inspiration so they're similar. I started I started working backwards on that. So we did the last season. So what was that? 31. So I guess when we get back to that, we will be on season 30. And I would like to add some embroidery time, maybe, to the stream, because I'm getting embroidery stuff for Christmas. So when we're done with Moonstone Island, we might take a small break and do some embroidery, or maybe we'll switch it up. Some days are embroidery, some days are painting. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do bonus streams every so often doing some embroidery for the days that we don't have anything else extra going on. I don't want to add the 5th day back, or the 5th day back into the streams just yet. Because there's some weeks where it's just, we're just busy. We have life happening that must be dealt with. And it gives me a chance to work on some other stuff, get editing done, get stuff recorded. Because I mean, I do want to get back to Dinkum too. So I don't know if I want to remove the second game day for embroidery. I might. I saw 2 different embroidery stands. So that you can be a little more hands-free while you're working. So like you have that extra hand that's not necessarily holding a hoop. There's a floor one, which was interesting and intriguing. And there was a tabletop one. And I think I kind of like the floor one better. I think the floor one might be a little bit easier to try to either record or stream with. So I am intrigued. And I am thinking of picking that up if I have enough money left over after the holiday. I am just kind of trying to work through some of that there and tighten that up. We're about almost halfway. Of working back through this. Roughly. Why is there green in there? I don't know what that is. Like a tiny green fuzzy. But I'm not sure how it got there. Actually, I had to put my leg up on a container so I knew when Bean was trying to jump up where I didn't want him to be. Now he's after Cow again. Alright, let's see. Gently, gently, gently. Alright, where do I want to pick this back up here? Just kind of tap into here. It's just kind of like tamping down the fuzziness of it, so it's not quite as fuzzy. So like you can see on this side where we've come back through, because this side's a different texture. So I'm gonna put you like here-ish. And we're just gonna kind of keep on trucking here. So I don't know if we'll be back to Bob Ross next week yet or not. Kind of depends on how far we get today. Okay, a little bit more fluff. And you know, some bark has got crevices that are thicker and chunkier. Some of them have some bigger bark patches. I'm just, you know, wherever the mood strikes me. Wherever it feels like it should be is where we're gonna put that. I am sorry for stopping a bit early yesterday, but I was not feeling well at all. And my headache was steadily increasing. And it kind of got to migraine levels at one point last night. So I didn't get very much done yesterday after we parted ways. I got a tiny bit of editing done. I am in the middle of working on video number 103. I was really hoping to get some more done on that last night, but alas, the body's like, nah, we're not gonna let you focus very much. So there was a good chunk in that I didn't end up using. And I knew that there was some video that wouldn't end up fully getting used. And that's fine. I just have to sift through it. And, you know, sections where I forgot to pause the recording and walked away. Sometimes I just let it record when I have to step away for a minute because I don't always remember to unpause it when I come back. And then I'm like, a half an hour after I've been back and working on something, I'm like, did I like tell that to record again? Did I tell it I was back? Answer is no, I didn't at times. Okay. I have no idea what that was. Came from the other room, so Bean was doing something. I swear I see some kind of movement every time I put my head down coming from the other room. So I'd say we're probably close to about halfway done the bark now. Now that I haven't had to defend the top of my computer for a few minutes. Alright, come back over to this side. I do need to like make sure those are attached. Sometimes they don't feel like they are as attached as they could be. Yeah, like in there is a little loose. Alright, all of that seems pretty good there. Alright, just doing a quick stabby stab through this section. Kind of just trying to get some random spots here. Because coming back through this side just helps tighten up all of the fiber. And that just, you know, also makes sure that it's really good and attached to itself by forcing it back through to the original side that we stabbed through on. I'm gonna go with a long boy on this section. But we're moving pretty good here. Now we are. So yeah, we'll get back to work on our magnets. I'm gonna need to order more magnets soon. I don't think they were that terribly expensive though. I think they were under $10 the last time I ordered them. I know I have one that cracked that I can't use. I'm not even sure how it cracked. So they're not like the most durable when they're in their packaging. When you're trying to pull other pieces off, they can get damaged because of how strong they are. Like you have to detach them from themselves in a specific way, or else you can damage them. But I'm not sure if that particular one was already damaged or if I damaged it, because I think it was like in the middle of a set and I don't remember breaking it myself. So that could have just been a packaging casualty. Entirely possible. So this doesn't take that much fluff to do this part. Now, when you do have the looser hairs here, fibers, it does take a couple extra moments of tapping to make sure that you've actually got them attached in there. And I am just kind of stabbing around it as I'm going, just to make sure that this area did get at least a quick stab through on this side. Now I left that border, well, that little extra there, because this is going to sit on the bottom. And I think we're going to have a little bit of overlap. I think. I kept trying to tuck some of the wonkiness in on itself and stab it into place on the other side, because it was kind of crooked at one point, and I was like, no, 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 no. Like, I can't have this being crooked and wasting more fluff than I needed to. We don't need it to be super, super crazy. One second. Okay. Get this guy. Stab a little bit more in there, because I couldn't remember if I stabbed that section. Alright. And we will fill this in. Now, I didn't pull the polyfill out. I probably should have. But I wasn't sure how far we'd end up getting today. But it shouldn't take me but a moment to grab it. Alright. So back to work here. On this end. Like, I know I stabbed a little bit of it already. But some places look like they could still use a stabby stab. Now I'm just using a small gauge needle. I don't know what the number is on it. All I know is that it was size S. That's how my toolkit came, and I haven't had to reorder any. Needles just yet. I mean, I've broken my fair share of them, but I still have a few left, so I just kind of like the feel and the weight of the small needle. That was a section that I had tried to tuck in. because it was being weird. So this side, I'm not sure which side it's more noticeable on. You know what? I kind of want to do another guy right here just to kind of break up that extra large patch of brown, the light brown. It just felt kind of empty in there. So we might as well fill that in. Alright, well, now that the trouble child has wandered off to get into trouble in another room, I could probably change how I'm sitting a bit here. Sit in a position a little more comfortable. Try to, at least. Yeah, so, I mean, you don't always have to use the drop of water. Just sometimes it makes it a little bit easier to shape your fluff if you're trying to shape it. A lot of times I just don't have enough friction on my hands or fingers. So it feels like it's just sliding instead of shaping it. Okay. Now I'm just trying to make sure that my bark lines are pretty good there because we're gonna be having Velcro attached somewhere to the outside of this. And I don't want it to unexpectedly come off, because I might be able to retack it into place, but with the polyfill inside, that means I'm also going to be potentially felting the polyfill and possibly creating a divot. So we're felting this stage, but we will be attempting to sew the next stage. Okay. Oh, right, I had that piece over there. Right, so let me stab this guy in. Forgot I had that little piece that I pulled to the side. Okay. I feel like that section's probably gonna need some thicker bark divots in it. Just feels a little loose. It's hard to describe the texture of it. Like stabbing into that section, it felt softer than the rest of it. And I don't know if that's just because of where it is on the mat, or if that section just didn't get as thoroughly stabbed on the other side. Okay. This guy here. And I'm just gonna stab this section a bit. Kind of clean that up a little bit. And then we'll stab this guy into place here. And we're almost done adding our bark. We just have this section up here still to fill in. Okay. And I'm just gonna stab down that in the area around it a little bit more. So I'm feeling a little bit better about that spot. Now, if you had the time and really wanted to, after stabbing this front section, before adding your bark, you could go back through this backside one more time. That is up to you and the time that you have. I didn't really have the time to do a stab through the front and then a stab through the back before adding this time, so I'm trying to get this guy wrapped up. I know you guys are probably sick of seeing me work on this one. Since we've been working on it for quite so long. Okay. I'm gonna gently pop that guy up there. Now I could just like stab back through up here and just finish out the bark as I'm moving across like all together. Since we don't have that much space left to fill in. Really preference and up to you how you want to handle that if you are crafting along. A lot of this is just preference, like whatever makes you happy. Doesn't have to be that particular, right? Like as long as you understand the basics of how the thing works or how to do the thing, you can really just jump off from there and you know, experiment. Like that's how we ended up with so many different art styles and ways to create stuff, is from people experimenting with things. Okay. All right. Got this guy. Okay. And let's start to add this guy in. And like it's gonna be not perfectly straight edging. That oh that was the table. I thought I saw a mat under there. You know, it's fine. I don't need it to be perfectly straight, not for this. In fact, it shouldn't be. It's better if it's not. So, let's see here, grab a bit of fluffy stuff. Alright, I'm probably don't need to do this last line here because that bottom section is going to be underneath. But that's okay. We'll put this side on top. So that way if it does become visible, we will just see a little bit of it. Stab, 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 stab. Okay. Careful, careful, careful. Gently. Okay. So grab another bit of loof. Just the acrylic yarn that I brushed out. That's all this is. That's all this entire project was made out of. Plus some polyfill and some wiggle eyes. And the use of some pins at one point. Just to help hold things in place because I didn't have another hand to hold it. Until I got myself over to where it needed to be. Get all of this. This one was a little bit of a thicker piece, so I just want to make sure we've got it tapped in there. Pretty good. Like right here is still a little loose. That could be a little bit attached more. Let's go ahead and grab some more fluff. Again, make these as long, as short, as thick, as thin as you want. Doesn't matter to me. It's your log. You do it how you're gonna be happy with it. All of that worked into there. Okay. Next bit of fluff. Put this guy in here. Like I'm trying not to make a pattern. I'm trying to be a little bit random with it. Though my brain is like, no, no, put it here. And then I'm like, oh, damn it. It's like, brain, you've made a pattern when I told you not to. pull that guy up there a bit. Alright, we are going to need to get some more of this fluff out of the bag. So I do have a bit of a thin spot right there. It is a little bit noticeable. I could see my finger vaguely through there. So I'm going to add this guy. I'm just trying to be extra careful with the overly thin spots since we are stuffing this. I just don't want the stuffing to try to come out. That's really why I'm trying to be a little bit fussy with that. Alright, so let's grab some more fluff. I'm gonna have to get more of this color brushed out. One of the good things about working with the smaller magnets is that I don't have to be constantly filling these bags of fluff. Because we don't go through as much. But I really do need to go through and pull all of my fluff bags down off of their little display. And see who needs to be filled and get them put back up there. Some of the colors are okay. Some of them could fit a bit more fluff in there. And then others are like almost empty. But I don't really want to spend a stream specifically doing that. Because depending on how empty the bag is, I might only be working on one color. It could take me a month to get everybody topped off and in good shape there. I can't tell if that was Little that meowed or Bean. They both have these tiny little meows. Well, unless Bean is mad, then I can hear Bean across the house, but... Meow! What's the matter? Meow meow! What's that? Meow. You looking for Bean? Or are you out of food? It could be either. You're gonna have to wait, chubby kitty. You'll get more food in a little bit. So that was Little's because she walked into the doorway and was looking at me. I know we slowed down a little bit, but not super slowed down because we are working in a larger section. Oh, that went all the way through to the table. Is that in there? Doesn't seem to be. I heard the needle and felt the needle hit the table through the mat. That was interesting. Okay. Next bit of fluff. Why aren't you playing with Bean? Where is Bean? Where did Bean go to? Is Bean getting into trouble? Is the cover on the trash can? Bean has gone mysteriously quiet. Okay, well that's what that noise was. Right. So he has just gone missing somewhere. It's probably in the bathroom. He likes causing havoc in the tub. For some reason. I don't know why, but he is fascinated with the tub. What? What are you mowing at? What's the matter? That was very loud. Are you hungry? Alright, give me 1 second. Let me go see what her problem is. Okay. Ice back. Littles just seemed to want attention because she had food in her bowl. And I found Bean while I was up. And he was actually not in trouble for once. Alright. Get this one tapped into here. That looks like a good spot for that one. Are they here or did they go to your aunt's?
I have no idea.
Okay. I think I'm gonna add one in here. Because that felt a little bit thin in that spot. And, you know, might as well. So we get that added into there. We're almost there. On the bark and the stabbing. Yeah, that looks like that could use a little bit more attaching right there. Alright, this guy kind of pop into place here. Or at least that's what we're going to try to do here. Okay. And this guy. Gonna put about here. I just want to stab that up into there. So I didn't forget to go back and do that. Gotten a pretty good stab through this side. At least it feels like we have. Like this section in here is probably the last bit that really needs a, well, this here and this here. And as soon as we get that, we will thread our needle and get to sewing here. If I thought I could contort my hand to stab the seam closed, I would try. Are there kids across the street outside?
Yes.
Okay, because I just started hearing something high-pitched that felt out of place. I wasn't sure what it was. All right. So this guy, gonna kind of put here-ish. That seems like a good place for him. Why not? And if you don't want bark on your log, you don't have to. I mean, if you had time and really wanted to go fancy, you could try to make some mushrooms stick up off the side of the log. Or like a little branch nub sticking up too. Okay. For this one, I don't really have the time to keep adding on extra stuff to it, but you know, if you don't have a time limit on yours, by all means, you add what you want to add. This guy probably got like 2 or 3 more of this to add on. And then we will be moving on to the next part. Okay. Just gonna kind of fold that guy up on himself a little bit here. Just with the smaller tail pieces. All right. And we'll get that popped into there, and I think we might be looking pretty good here. All right. Yeah, we feel pretty good. Yeah, we look pretty good too. Okay. So, question is, oh, yeah, we are a little bit longer on one side than we are on the other, aren't we? That's okay. I can kind of fix that. Do we want to pin this guy in place first? Or do we want to oh gosh, okay, so yeah, we are a bit extra long there. All right, let me get my pins. First of all, though, let me take these guys off. Let me put this guy in his handle here. Like, I just wasn't sure how much was going to, like, tighten and pull into itself. As I was stabbing through it, because it can shrink a little bit as you're doing that. So I had given myself some extra room. Okay. So, just gonna start to I'll try to pin this guy into position here. So I can figure out how much overlap I actually have. I have a fair amount of overlap. Oof. All right. Kind of figured that would happen. Should probably be pinning these the other way. So that way I'm not stabbing myself unnecessarily. Okay. Alright, so that's about where that needs to be. Okay, so if we put this guy in here, trying to figure out where this needs to get trimmed. If we even trim it, I could just leave it. I could leave a little bit extra to kind of give it a little more character. This one's not staying on this end right now. I'm just kind of trying to figure out. Come here. Dang it. Hold still. Like, I need to pull you out of there. Where that needs to sit. So that seam is going to be a bit more visible than I originally wanted it to be, but oh my god, why are these kids screaming? Okay, there's one pin. Sounds like a pack of coyotes out there. I'm not kidding. What on earth is happening? Okay. So my first step is, well, first and foremost, I need a needle here. I mean, I could use the one that I was using that's already out of packaging. It's just name brands all over that. Okay, so what color here? I think that's pretty close. Or I could do it in like a darker brown. You know what? I think we'll go with the darker one. So I'm probably gonna have to rethread a couple of times here. Not sure what stitch is going to be our better option here. Let go, please. Okay. So I'm going to do this in 3 strands. I'm never good at this part of splitting. Always wants to tangle on me. Like every so often I'll hit a section where it's like, yeah, it's splitting really good, and then it's just like, nope. Okay. Thinking of maybe a blanket stitch, but I don't remember how to do the blanket stitch. I just did a blanket stitch to finish my mom's. I don't fully remember how I did it, because of course I don't. Okay. So, this is gonna be tricky. And I'm probably gonna need to take off one of these ends here so I can get my arm in here. Okay. Oh, wait, this is gonna be tricky. Don't be... Really, you're gonna be... I'm not a fan of this embroidery thread. How on earth did you tangle like that in the space of doing one pull through? Like, seriously? I almost had it. No. Unloop thyself. Thank you. Where's my needle? Okay, we're gonna have to... unloop that so that I can at least see what the heck I'm doing here. Where is my... It's a lot harder when I can't see what the heck I'm doing. That was probably too long of a stitch. What the heck is it? Oh my goodness. Okay, me and my harebrained ideas. Just trying to... What the heck am I? Stitch this guy. Together here. And I never claimed to be good at sewing, so quite honest, as long as it just holds the pieces together without the stuffing coming out, that's really all I'm asking for at this point. I know this isn't a blanket stitch. I don't know that I could have pulled a blanket stitch off. With this. No, stop that. Why you gotta always be fussing here? Seriously? We were starting to get somewhere, and then you had to pull your silliness. It's a tiny knot, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll still pull through. Yeah, so my log's a little off, which is what I was worried about. But at the same time, I can still work with that. Nope, too high. Close enough. It's not easy when I'm kind of doing this partially blind. Where are you? Nope. Okay. Alright. So as long as I'm through both sections. Ow. That was my finger, Mr. Needle. Ow, that was my other finger. Dang. This guy's sharp. Don't know if I'm going to need to rethread the needle here. Or if this length of thread is going to be enough. Dropped my needle and then I couldn't find it in the fuzz. I'm pulling this a little bit tight. I did have to pull the other pins out. I didn't want to stab thyself any more than necessary. not even sure how in frame I am. So, let's see. I'm just trying to sew these two edges in a seam poorly. Alright. Like, I'm not trying to do it poorly, it's just going poorly. Okay, that's... That is probably not closed enough. For the other end piece. We will have to hope that it is. Like, I've got the other one pinned in place, but this one couldn't really be pinned in place because I needed to have my hand in there. Hopefully that will stay in place. That almost completely knotted on me, and I was about to have a fit. I had to use this thread in at least one place on my mom's present. And oh my gosh, what of it I used. Just wanted to just knot impossibly while I was pulling it through. It's like, what are you doing? All right. So I am going to pop you out of there. No. If you could like do anything but that. Alright, fine then. If I just remove you. Then hopefully you're not going to be a problem. Okay, I'm just gonna try to do like a wraparound stitchy guy. I'm okay with it showing. Like, that's not a huge problem for me. It is a problem if the polyfill decides not to hold, so this is just a place for the banana slug to hang out on. So it doesn't have to be completely perfect. Just kind of grabbing the end of the log piece and the bark and just kind of stitching around it. So nothing super fancy. Okay. Just grabbing both to seal the end here. All I'm really aiming for. Not going too deep into the end piece. Staying close to the edge, but not like right on the edge, because I don't want the thread to pull through it. Like pull out of the side of it. Okay. Alright, that is gonna go there. I'm just putting them there temporarily. Mostly because I never know if Bean's gonna try to jump up here, so that way I don't have the box open for him to knock everywhere. Otherwise, I would just be dropping them back into the box. Okay. That. Okay, that one got a little deeper into the end than I wanted it to be. Heck are you doing here? Really? You're really gonna... There we go. I was gonna say, you're really gonna cause me problems now. Alright, might as well pull that one out. Right. So it's not the prettiest display log, but for it being an extra add-on to the piece, it's not too bad. How about we stop being silly, thread? Okay. I will need a new piece for the other side for sure. For sure. Okay. Almost back around to where I started. Almost. Got this little extra gap here that I'm just gonna sew close. Alright, so how do I want to do this? Not entirely what I had wanted to do there, but okay, I'm hoping that is secure enough there. Alright, so this string is not going to be long enough to get me to where I need to go for the next part here. Was this where I was pulling from? Doesn't feel like it. Where was I pulling from? Okay. That's probably more than enough. Okay, I need a clipped. I'm not gonna save the little papers because these guys weren't numbered. Their little paper doodles did not have numbers on them for the colors. One, two. Come on. Give me another. Come on, separate. Thank you. Okay. DMC? This is not. But then again, I've also had trouble with a different brand of embroidery thread that I had gotten to, so it might just be me. That's entirely possible. Okay. Let me stick you into there so I know where you're at. You alright?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to snip that. String in the trash. Okay. Now, before I stitch the rest of it, grab my bag of polyfill here. Okay. So I'm gonna start stuffing. Okay. Hopefully, this will be as stiff as I need it to be. Hopefully. I'm okay if I use this entire bag of polyfill. I'm fine with that. Probably won't. I have about a half a bag in front of me here. Okay. Just gonna stuff our log here.
Okay. Can you mute for a second?
There. sorry, stupid happened involving the mother-in-law, and I'm really not thrilled about what just happened. The husband's not either. But if we don't do a thing, then the thing is going to be worse. Sort of situation. I'm so mad. So upset. I'm upset at constantly having to bail someone out of a situation that they put themselves in repeatedly. Because they refuse to plan for anything and budget for anything. And I am so tired of it. Just tired of it. Tired of it. Alright, so I'm gonna have this overlap a little bit, I think. I mean, part of it's gonna have to overlap. Just because of the way it got crooked on me when I was doing the thing. Hello, how are you? Hopefully you're having a good day. Alright, so this is gonna get a little tricky here. We are just finishing up. Nope, I did that wrong. See, I'm flustered now. And I did the thing wrong. Alright, so we are starting to put the last end in on the display log. Here. It's going to be a bit tricky to see though. I have to kind of come up through 2 layers right there. Okay, and then I guess about here. So it's going to be kind of difficult to see what I'm doing right here. But hopefully you're having a good day. doing this backwards. There we go. Swear. I have never met two individuals that are so ill prepared to deal with things that come with being in an RV all the time. I swear. Besides waking up to feeling sick with an elevated temp and upset stomach and a lot of sinus pressure, I have some exciting news today that happened. Okay, so what happened yesterday? We're just sewing the end of the log in place. We are trying to sew the end of the log in place, and I just caused all kinds of problems here that I didn't need.
Okay.
See, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. So sorry about that, you guys. Like I said, we've got family
Shenanigans, damn it.
stupidity happening that...
So are you going to attach the banana slug to it, or are we going to, like, get some Velcro?
I have Velcro dots that I'm going to super glue onto here and the banana slug.
Would the banana slug stick without the dots?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
No,
I don't know how fuzzy the banana slug is. So.
He'll just roll right off. He won't stay.
He's not very fuzzy.
No.
Then.
He would roll right off.
Yeah.
He's not going to stay. So anyway,
how flexible is banana slug?
Tiny bit, but not overly so.
I just wonder if I could, like, drape him over the log instead of just laying flat on it.
If you don't want the Velcro dots, that's fine, but you need to tell me.
No. I mean, like pose the Velcro dots so that we have a live in nature pose of it curled up on the log and advancing itself.
Is that how you want him to be?
Yeah, it works.
Okay, because the super glue is non-repositionable.
Yeah, he curved up pretty good, so.
Is his side still attached?
Side still attached.
Are the little floopies on the side still attached when you bent him that way?
Yeah, you're looking at the bent side.
No, these things are not coming off, right? Because look, in here doing that, it pulled it off.
Ah, I see. I did not realize. Yeah, they're intact enough.
Do I need to do a quick repair on that?
No, it should be good. It's as bent as it's going to be, and it fits on there, so. Look at Susu. Look at
I
my
am
life.
so upset. Alright, so anyhow, go ahead with your news. Our stupid bullshit that I'm tired of dealing with is something else entirely.
Relax too. My puppy's pets.
I swear to God, I've never seen two people ill prepared for dealing with things that come up when you're living in an RV and traveling around in an RV, such as these two. You knew it was going to be cold when you come down here, and yet you're surprised that you're running out of propane and didn't plan to run out of propane. And now in my haste, I've gotten a knot going here. I swear, this string. He is in the bedroom. Buddy, you gotta wait, okay? We'll go, you just gotta wait. Hi, 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 hi.
Enough.
Who are you getting mad at? Suzu! Squeaks! Squeakits! What's your deal? You bought yourself a new professional microphone from a local music store for your singing and recording so you can sing professionally and so you don't have to use your old one which goes off and on its own when you travel with it. It's a... Okay. Congrats. How are we... Alright, so we're gonna have to come back down through that section. We're gonna have to do this section a little bit differently. Well, that is nice that you were able to do that. Congrats. So, are they not going?
She's walking.
Oh, man. They come here when it's cold. And they don't plan for needing more propane when they're going to be here for over 10 days. What's the matter?
She was turning off the RV circuit on the circuit breaker so she doesn't trip anything when she unplugs it.
Okay. Was that your mom or your aunt?
Oh, my mom just did.
So they're not going to anybody's place today?
Not that I'm aware of. They didn't say anything. They're just gonna go get the stuff.
Well, they were originally talking about going to one of your aunt's houses today. Zuzu, you've got to be patient. I need like another 20 minutes, buddy. I know this displeases you greatly. But we will go. You have to give me some time today. I'm not gonna cut and run on this when I'm in the middle of being done. Just have to be patient. Is that a good price or a high price? I don't know the pricing on those types of microphones.
Which microphone did they give the model number?
a PVI 100 for singing. I'm not familiar with
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that brand.
that.
I mean, as long as it's a condenser.
Okay, these are gonna go that way. All right. Before I go any further, so I guess, well, I kind of pulled that side a little tight, but this guy was a lot more awkward to sew the seam together on than I anticipated. I also didn't anticipate him getting that quite that off center. I figured it would be a little bit, but it's also a little bit more than I had expected. Let me put this on there. I'm gonna get the mat out of the way. Okay. That can go there. Okay. Now. Alright, what side do you want the log to face? Oh,
How does it sit?
That came off.
Oh, I guess you have to do a little bit of repairing. What do you mean, what side?
Which side do you want facing you?
Facing me.
Yes. Wherever it's sitting, what side do you want facing out? That's gonna be visible.
Yeah, I think that way. Stabbing your hairs. Sorry, I didn't realize it would remove it like that.
Yeah.
Please don't watch your fingers.
I'm trying. Doing quick little reattachment. Okay, so like that.
Yeah.
Now, do you want him to be removable from the log entirely, or do you want him permanently
Should
attached?
we just attach them to be safe?
That is up to you.
Yeah, go ahead and attach them. Otherwise, I think it's asking for trouble.
Okay, so you want me to just glue him
you can
on?
glue him or stab him or whatever it is you need to do to attach it, yes.
I would stab it, however, I filled it with polyfill, and I'm afraid that I'm going to felt the polyfill in between and make it be weird.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
We can just glue him. Do you want me to use super glue? Do you want me to use tacky glue?
I don't know which would be the most effective.
Do we have somewhere we can sit him while the tacky glue adheres?
I mean, I could make room on my shelf.
Because it needs to be, like, the only thing there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I took everything off the shelf, we could put him up there and leave him there to dry.
Because, I mean, the tacky glue should hold it. The super glue should hold it, but I also don't know how it's going to react to the fiber. I'm not using hot glue because the hot glue that I have isn't the greatest. Alright, sorry guys, I had to, grab the okay, I'm going to glue him
I never realized.
What?
The Axolotl you made me last year,
Yeah.
depending at the angle that I'm looking at him, he looks angry.
Sorry. What?
Trying to figure out where to put these. I don't care if Mr. Bean gets a hold of my other things, they'll survive. But I'm a little worried if he gets a hold of these. I'm gonna find somewhere high.
What are they?
The things that you've made me? The
Um,
axolotl and the one-armed dinosaur riding another dinosaur that's also a turtle.
okay.
6 limbs. Oh no, wait, no, that's just how I'm holding it. Okay.
6 limbs.
No, I didn't realize his feet were coming down.
I was gonna say, I didn't give him 6 limbs. If you'll lift up the lid where all of my sweaters are, you can temporarily place them in there.
Well, I can just put them on top of the shelving. He hasn't gotten up there yet, so.
Don't know if that's enough. That's the problem. Alright, I need you to squeeze glue. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that there's enough on here.
Probably as good as it's gonna get.
There?
Yeah.
Alright, can you... Can you open that?
You want to pin them in place?
Yeah. At least until it's done drying. I should be able to pull the pins out. I don't think they will glue in place.
Comes to it, I'll get a pair of pliers and make sure of it.
Something just hit my leg.
Hit your leg?
Yes.
Okay. Hold still.
That. That is the only one
that should be the only one, yeah. Okay.
That one's not. You need more in the tail.
I don't think it's not.
It was lifting up like
it's going to lift up. There's nothing to secure it to keep it from lifting up. Like when you let go, it's like it's not like this is barbed or anything, so it can only do so much. I mean, those aren't gonna.
Well, it would at least try to help it keep contact. Alright, so this guy is essentially done.
Go ahead and cap your glue.
If I'd had more time, I would have added like a little
stick,
stubby branch.
Hang on. I've got a method here. One more.
Like the tacky glue should hold it. It's just gonna take
that's close.
a minute to dry, and I don't have 20 minutes to there and hold it in place.
Okay.
Alright, so that's pretty much it for that today. Sorry for Mr. Beans interruptions and then the other interruptions at the end. Remember, tomorrow's Planet Zoo stream will be tomorrow evening, providing I don't have a migraine. We have to run errands tomorrow during the day. and I just don't think I'm gonna have time to squeeze the stream in between that and dinner. So we'll do it tomorrow after dinner, maybe 7 p.m. ish Central. That's what we're kind of shooting for. If that changes, I'll let you guys know on Blue Sky, so make sure you're following over there. I hope you enjoy your microphone, Tommy, and I will see everybody tomorrow, hopefully, eventually, at some point in the evening for Planet Zoo. So until next time, everybody, have a good one.